Hi, my name is Jake, and I am a Bookish Drummer. So for this video, I'd like to quickly talk about how I like to read books. Some people read physically, some people do audiobooks, some people do both. Some people have to read when it's really quiet, other people like to have music on in the background. And also, depending on someone's schedule, they either prefer to read in smaller chunks or they like to binge read. The way I most enjoy reading is binge reading. And what I typically do is I'll lay in bed and I'll have the physical book, but I'll also be listening to the audiobook and doing them at the same time. And generally, I like to have music playing in the background. So at least for me, the music has to be instrumental. If there's lyrics and I'm trying to listen to the audiobook narrator narrate, then it gets all jumbled up and I don't know what's going on. I'll have the audiobook on at full volume and then I'm either listening to music on Spotify or YouTube and I'll have it down to about 25-30%. So I can hear it, but it's not overpowering the narrator. And like I said, this is my preferred way of reading because I'm a huge binge reader. But a lot of the times I don't have the time for that, and what I'll do is I sometimes wake up in the morning and whatever I'm doing to get ready, I'll just pop up an audiobook and listen to it for 20-30 minutes or whatever. And then if it's a nice day out, I'll go for a walk, either like 30 minutes or an hour or so, and I'll pop in an audiobook. Or if I'm going somewhere, like to an appointment or something, I'll just bring a physical book and read it that way. I feel like a lot of people do listen to music while they read, but one thing that I do that I don't see a lot of people doing is that I change genres of music depending on what genre I'm reading. So for example, if I'm reading a more hard sci-fi book, I'll put on some electronic music, maybe some Deadmau5. If I'm reading a horror book, then I'll definitely gravitate more towards metal, instrumental metal. And if I'm reading a mystery, like an Agatha Christie, I'll put on some light jazz.
You like jazz?
Some people might find that distracting to have music on in the background, but for me, it really immerses me into the story. I've got the book in front of me, I've got someone narrating the book as I'm reading along, and then I've got music in the background to kind of set the mood, set the atmosphere for what I'm reading. Also, if you've seen my bookshelf tour, you might notice that I'm more of a fan of paperbacks versus hardcovers. And there's a lot of reasons for that. The real reason is that they're cheaper, so I can buy more of them. Paperbacks are also just easier to hold in your hand. Like, they're smaller and you can bend it any way you want. Like, much easier to read. Versus a hardcover where, it's stiff and you gotta try to get it into the right position, and then you've got this sleeve that's just, it's a mess. Now, I'm not opposed to reading hardcovers. I just, prefer paperbacks, but obviously, if it's a new release by, an author, it's more than likely going to be a hardcover. So I'm going to get that, read it, and then when the paperback comes out, I'm just going to go trade in the hardcover and buy the paperback. Plus, hardcovers are bigger and they take up more room on the shelf. So if you buy paperbacks, you'll have more room on your shelf to buy more books. Sorry, I didn't think this would turn into a rant about paperbacks versus hardcovers. Like, if you like hardcovers, that's fine, but I think paperbacks are better. Fight me. Anyway, that's all I have to say. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.